Goff gets hurt for a year. How do you judge Campbell? I'm upset. I'm going to tell you that right now because they knew that if there's a possibility that if Goff goes down, they had an opportunity to upgrade that backup position. So I will judge him sharply, and I will judge Brad Holmes sharply. There's no excuse. If Goff goes down and we win 3 games, you can't say, well, Goff went down, win 3 games. Nope. You have an opportunity to upgrade the quarterback position. What do you think about that, Mark?
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. You guys know what this regime is all in on Goff, man, but they decided not to address the backup position. They're bringing in a kid named Connor Sampson for a tryout, and I don't think he has a prayer. So he's just one of those, just who knows what's going to happen with him. I doubt he beats out Bilal or Boyle. So if Goff goes down, it's going to be Tim Boyle, and we all know what Tim Boyle is about. If we win 3 games, it's not going to be a very happy fan base, and you won't see a very happy ISN crew either.
Go Lions. What's the biggest hole on defense? I think it's linebacker still. I 100% agree with you. I think it's linebacker. I think that's pretty much an easy one. I'd ask Mark, but I'm sure he agrees fully there. We invested on the defensive line in the secondary, but we didn't really upgrade. We're talking about the misguided North Korean missile and Jared Davis, and we got Calzone, a freaking pizza, for another linebacker. # Williams going to be ready for training camp. Is he going to be ready? It could be. I mean, it's what he's saying he's ready. His surgeon is saying that he wants to see it in preseason week 1. It's what will the Lions doctors say? I couldn't tell you that, but I think it should be close, like for at least week 1 to be part of there. Do you think Jameson Williams has very similar start to his rookie campaign as Jamar Chase? What do you think about that one, Mark Orem?
Oh, yeah. You know what? We don't have Joe Burrow though. It's just it's a little bit different, man. They had a very good connection because they were both at LSU. So I don't quite see it just yet. And we have some guys that we can throw to, man. Now we got Josh Reynolds, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Don't forget about T.J. Hawkinson. We got some guys now. So I don't really see that connection right off the bat. I think maybe it could eventually turn into something like that. But I have a feeling they're going to take Jameson Williams slowly. So just not yet.
# whatever. Who's buying drinks if we beat the Bills? I'll buy a round. Frankie, I will too, man, because that would be the biggest upset of all time. I would love it if that happened. It would really put Dan Campbell in a big, good place. Hey, I'd love it for sure. Let's see.
Yeah,
do you think the Lions could make it to the playoffs this season? I don't believe they're making to the playoffs. I have 7 to 8 wins. I don't think that's playoff worthy. What about you, Mark?
I'm in the same boat as you, Mike. 7 to 8 wins. Right now, 9 could get you into the playoffs now with that extra slot spotted for the playoffs. But I think we're hovering around there, but I just don't see it this year, not in 2022.
If you could redo a draft, which one would it be? I don't know exactly what year Tom Brady was drafted, but I would redo that draft and draft Tom Brady.
The year we drafted Ebron. That's the one I would love to redo.
Get Aaron Donald instead?
Aaron Donald.
Yep.
Aaron Donald, baby.
# Lions, will Lions have any Pro Bowlers? Yeah, I think you'll probably have a Frank Ragnow if he stays healthy. Maybe even like a Penei Sewell at right tackle. I could see that. Defensively, maybe Aiden Hutchinson gets in there if he gets Defensive Rookie of the Year. I could see him getting pushed. Maybe Jack Fox.
Yeah, Jack Fox, Hutchinson. Yeah. Like a couple of guys in the O-line like Ragnow and Sewell for sure. Yeah. After that, it gets kind of tough.
Does DeAndre Swift have a breakout season? I would hope so. He just got to stay healthy. It's hard, though, because we do running back by committee in Detroit, so it's hard for one player to get to really break out. But I would really hope so. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, it's running back by committee there, too. And I just, I'm still on the fence with DeAndre Swift. And the talent's there, obviously, but I just afraid that he can't stay healthy. So I'm going to say he doesn't have a breakout season, but he's going to have to, I think, to stick around.
If I miss your question, repost it. I'm sorry. It's going fairly quick. Super chat $1.99 from Nick. Appreciate you, Nick. Dan Campbell, a sleeper for Coach of the Year. Well, his odds went up 25 to 1. It was 60 to 1, 25 to 1. I tell you what, if he can get to 8 wins, I think even if he doesn't make the playoffs, he should be considered. because this team was so bad last year regarding talent and regarding what Matt Patricia did. And for him to take this roster and go to 8 wins, I think it should be considered. If he makes the playoffs as a wild card, he should be a lock. Should be a lock because you're getting the best out of something. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel, man. I kind of feel maybe I'm just a little bit higher than you, Mike. I think maybe he needs to get about 10 wins probably to be considered coach of the year. Playoffs, I think, if he makes the playoffs with this team, that's almost a lock, though. But 10 wins and up, he has a very good chance of winning coach of the year. I just don't see it, though, in this year.
Will Rodgers be injured by week 17? One can only hope. One
hope so.
can only hope. I'm hoping he'd be injured week 1.
Or they'll be just sitting guys again like they did last year.
Yeah. That's the only way I think we win that game. How many games does Mayfield win for the backup of the Detroit Lions for a Baker Mayfield trade, or if he gets released? I think he could win 40% of the games. He's almost like a Jared Goff, I guess a little bit less of a Jared Goff type of player. I think he could be like that.
Yeah, for sure. When I talk about Goff and Mayfield, I think they're two different quarterbacks, but I think you get the same results.
Yeah.
I don't think one is better than the other. I don't think he's an upgrade. So if he's better than Tim Boyle or David Blau, though. Let's just put it like that. That's for sure. Like that's basically that's an easy given. So I guess he could squeeze a couple wins out there. So.
And if someone asked me, we should never get to Baker Mayfield, even if he's released. For a backup role, I'd take him all day. I would take him over Tim Boyle and David Blau all freaking day, because if we lose Jared Goff, like someone said, we're not winning a game. Tim Boyle's not going to win us football games, folks. David Blau is not going to win us football games. You're going to go, whatever, the amount of time he's out. At least with a Baker Mayfield, you have a chance to win a football game. But when Tim Boyle's in, we've seen what happens. Just ask Seattle. Hashtag Lions. Will we go 13-4? I have my absolute doubts on that one. Going for such a high record, I say absolutely not. About that, personally, Mark, I think you're kind of in the same boat as I am.
Yeah, I'm going to say no on 13-4, man. We're not quite there yet, guys. Not yet, man. Hold off, though, man. Maybe it's coming around the corner. I have a feeling it's coming around the corner.
Question of the day, because I like this one by Eric. We don't talk about him enough. Hashtag Go Lions. If James Mitchell gets healthy, do you all think he'll make an impact? Yes. Yes, I do. As a number 2 tight end, he will make an absolute impact, because that was a major hole for the Detroit Lions last year. It's not like this dude's going to be getting every single catch, but that's not what he's required to do. It opens it up for everybody else. That's what a number 2 is all about, helping him with the run game as well. Make a big impact. And if he can be on the field, I absolutely love it. He should have been a 3rd-round pick. If he was healthy, he would have been a 3rd-round pick. He fell to, I think, the 5th, right? The 5th or the 6th round. In the
5th round we got him in.
5th round, yeah. Picked him up. I think, I love it. What do you think, Mark?
I remember when we picked this pick, I wasn't too big on it, man. I actually didn't like it at all. And then I did a little bit of film study on the kid. He has missed a ton of time the last 2 years, though. But, you kind of have to go back and watch this kid. He's athletic. He's super versatile. He can even play some running back for you. He scored like 5 touchdowns in college as a running back, goal line situation. He's a big kid running the football. He's got that basketball background, so he can box you out. He's a good red zone guy. So I think he could be a really nice number 2, and he's probably going to beat out Brock Wright if he stays healthy.
Michael Peters, do you think Trinity Benson makes the practice squad? I don't know how he makes the team. We got to – there's no way. I think it'd be – he can't make the team. He's not better than Khalif Raymond. Come on now. Khalif Raymond right now is sitting at 6. He's not better than anybody else. He's not better than Cephas. He's not better than Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. Not better than Jameson Williams. So he unless he gets picked up by another practice squad, that's where he's destined to go, Mark.
Yeah, this was a guy, man, Brad Holmes, he traded a couple picks for him, got one back, and he couldn't even really crack that lineup last year of wide receivers. And he had every opportunity to. He was like running wrong routes. He was dropping balls. He just didn't look the part. And he was, he's still on the practice squad, though. So he's going to have a tough time even making that practice squad this year. So he's on the outside looking in for sure.
Great question here, and this is a debate topic that is going to be raging on for a while. If Jared Goff leads us to the playoffs, do we still make a move for a quarterback early in the first round next year? This is a huge question. Actually, if this happens, do you keep Jared Goff or do you draft a quarterback? Mark, you're not a Goff guy. If he leads us to a playoff and a playoff victory too, at that, what do you do with? Do you draft a quarterback or do you just we're rolling with him?
Well, if he's playing great football and he's winning us football games, I'm sticking with the kid, man. I'm sticking with Jared Goff. There's nothing wrong with getting a quarterback down the road, but early first round, I don't really see it. And the way Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have been talking about this kid, man, about Jared, they're all in on him. So don't expect a quarterback if we make it to the playoffs with Jared Goff. And if he plays well enough, he's the guy, man. So you stick with him, and then you just keep building around him, man. But he has to be a good quarter. He has to be a lot of the reasons why we're winning football games, though, I think, in order for this to happen. But he very well could be. So I guess it's a wait and see approach.
Yeah.
Right now, but it's just going to be, that's all we can really say. That's all we can really answer this question is just wait and see, because there's a lot of people on the fence with him, and it's a great question. It's a hard question to ask, man, or to answer. I mean, so it's just wait and see.
If it's a wait and see approach, whether you're a Goff truther or a Goff hater, I think we all want to succeed. We want him to succeed, because if Jared Goff succeeds, that's masterful. And we got 2 draft picks next year that we don't have to get a quarterback, but we do have the opportunity, if he fails, to get a quarterback. So, we hope he succeeds, and that's the best. But that is a question I think is going to rage on for a while. And I it's a hard one. It's a hard one. But I don't think they would draft a quarterback if he got us there, personally. If he got us to the playoffs, and if he won a game, we haven't won a game since 1990. That would be you couldn't take a quarterback at that point. Like I would say, look, man, he did his job. Like he did something that nobody could do, not even Stafford. So you'd have to give him his dues, in my opinion.